All right, folks, welcome to another episode of Ape Answers, the amateur radio show where we answer your questions. In today's episode, number 20, we got a question about toroid selection for end-fed half waves on use from 80 to 10 meters. Let's take a look at the question and see what it says. Okay, our question comes from Terry Cheek, 4097. And it was on a video I did called Tiny Toroids, which you use for QRP end-fed half-wave antennas, and I can include a link to that below in case you're interested. Anyhow, what he asked, he said, great video. Do you have any toroid recommendations for 80 through 10 meter end-fed half-waves? And there's really not a clean answer for this, and that's because the composition of the toroidal cores that we use, the different types of them, they behave differently at different frequencies, and there's none that cover such a large space in the amateur radio spectrum, 80 through 10 meters. So what you have to do is you have to look at core compositions and then make some compromise, some design considerations, and then make a decision as to what is more important for you. And what I said below is I would either use mix 43 or 52, and I may decide to use two stacked cores for better efficiency on 80 meters. The 43 would perform better on the lower bands, and the 52 would be better on the higher bands. But 252 should cover 80 through 10, and that's what I would do. I would stack 252s up if I was building this antenna. Now there's a little bit more to this, so let's dig in. So here are some of the inductors that I made in the video that I was referencing earlier where the question was asked, and these were designed to work on 40 through 10 meters on QRP levels. This one can handle 20 watts, single sideband or digital. And this is what's called an FT114, which means that the diameter of the core is 1.14 inches in diameter. And it is a mix 43. I don't know if you can see it down there. This is a mix 43, and this is an 82, FT82, meaning at 0.82 inches across. This one would cover 10 watts and should be just fine. The problem exists when you start to get down into the lower bands. You're dealing with much larger magnetic waves and frequencies. And so larger cores tend to perform a lot better when you get down on the lower bands, like 80 meters. And what we're going to do is we're going to focus on three different types of cores. The 61 mix, which is rather popular, works better on higher frequencies. 43 works better on lower frequencies. We'll talk about why. It starts to struggle a little bit around 30, 20, 10, up in that area. And then we have 52. 52 is a good compromise core all the way around. That's why I recommended them. When we talk about stacking cores, you just put two cores on top of each other like this, and then you begin your winding procedure that you see when you create your transformer. Let's take a little bit of a deeper dive and talk about some of the makeup of these cores and why we would go with the 52. Okay, so this presentation aims to demystify the selection of toroidal cores for 49-to-1 transformers used in end-fed half-wave antennas. This is for operation across 80 through 10 meter HF bands at 100 watts. These transformers play a vital role in matching the high impedance at the antenna's feed point to the 50 ohm input impedance expected by most radios. Choosing the right core involves more than just picking a standard part. The core's material composition and magnetic properties significantly affect how efficiently energy is transferred, how much heat the core generates, and how well the transformer performs across the desired frequency range. With the rise of digital modes and portable operation, these considerations become even more important. We'll talk through the most widely used ferrite mixes, 43, 52, and 61, comparing their strengths and weaknesses. This analysis will help you make informed decisions, whether you're building a transformer for field use or installing one permanently in your shack. Let's begin by understanding the foundational requirements and expectations for these devices. Toroidal cores are widely favored in RF design due to their inherent advantages. The toroidal shape confines the magnetic flux within the core, minimizing electromagnetic interference, or EMI, and reducing radiation losses. This geometry ensures that the transformer operates within the maximum magnetic coupling and minimal leakage inductance critical for high-efficiency power transfer in HF systems. Ferrite is the preferred material for broadband transformers because it provides a high magnetic permeability, important for generating sufficient inductance with a small number of turns. The specific mix of ferrite, such as 43, 52, or 61, determines how well the core performs at various frequencies. Each mix presents a trade-off between loss characteristics and inductance at a given frequency, making core selection important for broadband operation across 80 through 10 meters. A 49-to-1 transformer operating at 100 watts must provide efficient impedance transformation across the entire HF spectrum. It must maintain thermal stability under load and preserve low SWR on all bands. These goals frame the importance of understanding core property and selecting the optimal material and size for the application. Mix 43 is one of the most widely used ferrite materials for 49:1 end-fed half-wave transformers, especially when 80 meter coverage is required. With a permeability of around 800, this manganese zinc ferrite excels at generating high inductance even with relatively few turns. This property is important for maintaining a low SWR and a broad match across the lower HF bands. Though it incurs somewhat higher losses at the upper HF bands, 20 meters through 10 meters, Mix 43 remains serviceable. In fact, the added loss can sometimes improve SWR bandwidth by flattening the impedance curve, though it comes at a slight efficiency cost. For many operators, this trade-off is acceptable, especially in casual or portable use. The FT240-43 toroid is a standard part in commercial end-fed transformer kits, and many builders report good results with single-core builds for single sideband operation. For full 100-watt coverage across all the modes, stacking two FT240-43 cores is a well-accepted best practice that improves thermal handling and linearity. Mix 52 is considered by many operators and designers as the most balanced core material for a 49:1 end-fed transformer covering 80 through 10. Its moderate permeability of about 250 allows for a good compromise between inductance and efficiency across the HF spectrum. The nickel-zinc ferrite exhibits lower core losses at higher frequencies compared to Mix 43, making it especially well suited for efficient operation on 10 through 20 meter bands. Builders frequently report improved thermal performance and lower insertion losses with Mix 52 cores in broadband applications. However, its relatively lower inductance can make it challenging to achieve good performance on 80 meters unless the transformer is carefully designed. Using a larger toroid or stacking two FT240-52 cores can resolve this, as can increasing primary turns. Overall, Mix 52 is a versatile and highly recommended choice for full band end-fed half-wave coverage. Mix 61 represents the most efficient option among the common ferrite materials used for 49:1 transformers, particularly on the higher HF bands. With a permeability of about 125 and extremely low magnetic losses, it significantly reduces core heating and improves power transfer, even during high-duty cycle operation at 100 watts. The primary drawback of Mix 61 is its low permeability, which results in lower inductance for a given number of turns. This makes it challenging to provide sufficient inductance at 80 meters unless the design incorporates a high turn count, a physically larger core, or multiple cores stacked together. These adjustments help achieve magnetizing inductance of around 50 microhenries and is generally needed for effective HF matching. Despite its limitations on the lower band, Mix 61 is a favorite for high-efficiency transformers, especially when 30 through 10 meter coverage is prioritized. It's used in high-performance designs and even in some commercial balance focusing on minimizing insertion loss. For full HF coverage, thoughtful engineering is required, but the efficiency payoff can be substantial. This slide summarizes the performance of ferrite mixes 43, 52, and 61, each of which offers a distinct trade-off between inductance and loss characteristics for use in 49:1 end-fed half-wave transformers operating across the HF spectrum at 100 watts. Mix 43 is favored for low-band performance, particularly on 80 meters, where its high permeability enables sufficient inductance with minimal turns. Its drawback is greater core loss on the upper bands, but this also helps broaden the SWR bandwidth. It's often chosen for full band operation when low frequency coverage is the priority. Mix 52 represents a more balanced option with better efficiency on 20 through 10 meters, though it requires a few design tweaks, like more turns or stacked cores to support 80 meters. It's a versatile choice frequently used in both homebrew and commercial builds. Mix 61 delivers the lowest core loss across HF, excelling on the higher bands with minimal heating, but its low permeability means it's rarely used for 80 meter coverage without core stacking or increased winding count. In summary, your choice will depend on your operational focus: low band stability, overall balance, or high band efficiency. Stacking toroidal cores is a widely endorsed strategy for improving the performance and reliability of 49:1 transformers in HF antenna systems. The basic idea is to align and bond two or more identical ferrite toroids together, effectively doubling the core volume. This configuration achieves several advantages. First, it reduces the magnetic flux density in each core by distributing the magnetic field between them. This prevents saturation and minimizes core heating. Second, the increased inductance from the additional core volume improves impedance matching, especially important for 80-meter coverage, where low-frequency performance is more demanding. Thermal performance is another key benefit. Stacked cores dissipate more evenly and reduce thermal drift. Many builders report improved efficiency, flatter SWR curves, and cooler operation with dual FT240 cores compared to single-core designs. In commercial design, stacked FT240-43 or 52 cores are common for full-band end-fed transformers. Let's recap the key takeaways when selecting toroidal cores for your transformer. If your goal is reliable multi-band performance from 80 through 10 meters at 100 watts, your safest, most effective choices are Ferrite mixes 43 and 52. Mix 42 offers better low-band inductance, while Mix 52 provides higher efficiency at upper HF frequencies. Stacking two FT240 cores significantly improves the thermal performance, impedance bandwidth, and operational robustness. This is especially beneficial if you plan to run high-duty cycle digital modes like FT8, where you're operating in hot environments where core heating could degrade performance. Finally, align your build with your operating style. Portable use may justify a single core for weight, while permanent installations can take advantage of stacked cores for long-term reliability. Your transformer's performance will ultimately reflect how well its core choice, winding strategy, and enclosure align with your operational needs. And with that, we're going to wrap it up. Just remember, if you ask a question, you could be featured on an episode of Ape Answers. Thanks for watching, everybody. It's greatly appreciated.